welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa, and we today are going to do a continuation of the ship series that I had started. So a couple weeks ago I did my top 5 anime ships that were romantic. I did a regular version and I did a clamp version. So this week I'm back and I'm doing the FriendSHIPS ships. These are friends, pairings, or groups of friends that I absolutely loved when I was watching these series. Like I did last week, I'm going to do a regular series, which is this video, and then I'm going to do a clamp ship friendship video. So my favorite friendships in clamp works. And if you missed the other video, the reason that I'm breaking it up is because I'm a huge clamp fan, and about 50% of all the anime or all the manga that I have watched, read, consumed is clamp. So I have like my own special category for them. So this week it is friendships. Now these are friendships that I enjoyed while I was watching the show, friendships that I wish I was a part of, friendships that I saw myself being either person, or if it's a group, like I felt like I was in that friendship or I wanted to be in that friendship. So this again is in no particular order. This is just who I enjoyed, who I thought was fun. And yeah, so let's get into it. So the first friendship, if you've been watching my channel and you watch my Inuyasha rewatch series, this is gonna come as no surprise, but that is Sango and Kagome. Now, I liked them before when I was younger, growing up, and I was initially watching Inuyasha. Now, as I've gotten older and I'm rewatching the series, I actually have to continue rewatching the series. But as I've gotten older, I've rewatched the series. I have such an appreciation for their friendship on a completely different level. Considering the fact that Kagome is a girl from the future and Sango is a girl from the past, feudal area, they both have completely different traumas. They both, you know, Sango's dealing with everything with her brother, Naruko, and all of that stuff. Kagome is obviously impacted because she is back in the future. She cares about everybody. So, you know, Naruko's issues, all that stuff is affecting her in relation to everybody else. But, you know, they really, aside from that, they don't really have common ground. You know what I mean? So the fact that these two became friends and they're just so funny together. I loved all their little moments, all the little jokes, all the little looks that they have, especially when it comes to, you know, them and the other significant other, whether it's Moroku for Sango and Inuyasha for Kagome, and they're kind of always like, they got that little eyebrow raised. I love how they team up on everybody together, and I just love that this show shows two girls, similar ages, although I think Sango's older, and completely different worlds, and at the end of the day they still have that common bond amongst women that bonds them together. I don't know, I really like that, so they're definitely on this list. The next friendship that I have, and this is from a recent series that I watched, and I just love it so much, and that is Narumi and Hanako from Wotaiko, Love is Hard for Otaku. Now, if you have not seen Love is Hard for Otaku, I highly recommend that you go after this video, finish watching this video, and watch it. It is currently available on Amazon Prime. It's an 11 episode series. Basically, it is anime fans, like grown adults who are anime fans, manga fans, video game fans. They're otakus. So they're obsessed and they bond over that, and the whole show is them bonding together. So Narumi joins this new company, and at first she thinks she's gonna keep her otaku life hidden, but it comes to light, and Hanako is her co-worker, and Hanako is a cosplayer. She is super funny. She's a little bit older, so she has some wisdom and grownness to her that Narumi doesn't have. But their relationship in the series is just so funny. The way that, like, they suggest anime to each other, they suggest manga to each other, they butt heads because they ship different people, or, you know, they really like boys love manga, so I think one of the issues is like they think some people are tops, some people are bottoms, It is just hilarious. But the one thing that I really love is how they hype each other up, and they're just like, Narumi loves Hanako in cosplay. Hanako loves Narumi's like her fan written manga, which I think is doujinshi. So they're just always there for each other. They always hype each other up, and it was just so much fun to watch. And this is a newer series for me. Like I said, I just saw this a couple weeks ago, but I absolutely fell in love with them as a friendship. And I remember texting my best friend, which is Rose. Shout out to Rose, I love her. And I'm texting her like, girl, this is me and you. I'm sending her screenshots. I'm like, yo, this is the same thing me and you would do. Going to cons together, going to manga stores together, fanning out over new series. And it was just so fun to see literally people that I feel like represented me and my friend on screen as themselves. And they were just such a good friendship that I definitely just love watching them together. So the next group, the next pair of friends, and this is probably like literally one of my top pairings in any ship and anywhere, is from Lovely Complex. You guys know how I feel about Lovely Complex. It is Risa and her best friend Nobuko, which is called Nobu. These two as friends, first of all, Nobu is fucking hilarious. Nobu is someone that every scene that she's in, she's like a scene stealer. You know it's gonna be funny, you know she's gonna have jokes, you know she's gonna have some of the best lines, and without fail, every single time her character was on screen, almost every single time, like it was just so funny. And the way that she cheers Risa on, and it's just so like, she's just so like number one Otani and Risa shipper, which that's how I felt. Like I really felt like I was Nobu. I mean, I was also Risa, but I felt like I was Nobu watching the series because she was just so funny. Like she's so amazing, and she has her own relationship, and they're, you know, cute and chilling. But she really wanted Risa and Otani together, and she was just so helpful in like trying to get them together. She set up the times that they were alone together, and she really wanted to make it work. And I just love that in a friendship because, you know, especially like that high school, like middle school, high school, like when your friend like the friend and you were like, say no more. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna talk to him. Y'all gonna be together. Like, I love how she was as a friend. Risa and Nobu together as friends. They're just... y'all already know how I feel about Lovely Complex. Like, I already feel like Lovely Complex is one of the most realistic, like, dating anime. And just the fact that, like, these two as friends is just even more realistic. Like, every single aspect of the show is amazing. But these two, their friendship definitely made the anime amazing. And as an aside, not its own entry, but the group of friends together, like, her Nobu, her boyfriend, Risa, Otani, and then the last two, I forget their names. But them all together as a group and in group scenarios were some of the funniest scenes in that anime. And I just feel like I love French, like, groups of friends, especially in anime. And I just feel like this Lovely Complex did that so well. So you should definitely go watch Lovely Complex. The next friendship group on my list, that is Toru, Arisa, and Saki from Fruits Basket. Now, I know that the new iteration of Fruits Basket is just the second season just wrapped up. There's the third and final season was just announced. I will say that I saw the first Fruits Basket a long time ago, and I was very like, this was good, but what's happening? And then I discovered the manga and absolutely fell in love with the manga. Fruits Baskets is one of those mangas that I used to reread every single year. That and XXX Holic, y'all know I reread it all the time. So with Fruits Basket now, they have the new animation, which is animating everything from the beginning, and it's true to the manga, including all the stuff in the manga that never got animated. And I just absolutely love the trio friendship that is Toru, Arisa, and Saki. Like, they, to me, especially I feel like now viewers of the new anime are going to be seeing this. Like I said, I haven't seen the whole thing yet, but their friendship, especially in the manga, was just so absolutely beautiful to see how much Arisa and Saki cared about Toru, and especially everything that Toru had been through, everything that Toru had gone through, and how much they really loved her. And then the one thing I feel like Fruit Basket does very well is like side characters having their own storylines. And so the friendship that they all shared together, and then their individual lives, and like how, like when you see Arisa's flashbacks or Saki's flashbacks, and you see that Toru's in them, or Toru and her mom, and them hanging out, and them just always like, all of them, obviously the main character is Toru, but all of them in their friendship together, and how they never wanted Toru to be alone or Toru to be in pain. And it's just one of those friendships that's very, very heartwarming. Of course, it has its hilarious moments. Fruits Basket is so funny at times, but the real heart-wrenching, the real heart-tugging moments definitely in this manga, anime, the series comes from the friendships, especially Toru, Arisa, and Saki. The last ship that I have, and this is a classic, this is no surprise to anybody, and everybody wanted to be them, wanted to be their friends, wanted to be in the group, and that is the Sailor Scouts. Sailor Moon, Sailor Venus, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, and Sailor Mercury. I grew up watching Sailor Moon. It was my first anime ever, and I remember, I just actually did an interview on my podcast. We're talking about Sailor Moon. I didn't really have anybody that watched Sailor Moon, and I was just wanted to be in that friendship. Sailor Moon is something that, of course, there's love. Of course, you know, people got romance and stuff going on, and personal stuff, but the friendship, just the thought of 5 girls from completely different personalities coming together and defeating evil, fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. Like, just these 5 girls, completely different personalities. They butted heads, you know, they weren't perfectly happy every single moment. They definitely had their issues, but the fact that they were able to come together and just be these awesome like friendship groups and kick ass and, you know, battle evil, it was just so awesome. And I know growing up, like, that always had a special place in my heart. And now it's funny because now I'm in like a friend, like I have friends, and I'm in a friendship group, the Shady Beaches, shout out to y'all, and we're 5 friends. I'm like, why haven't we never picked our Sailor Scouts? I think we need to do that. But it's so, I feel like Sailor Moon, and I've talked about this before, but Sailor Moon is such a positive, it had such a positive impact on women, and it was really, really, really at the core about friendship. And I just saw this thing, it always circles around the creator of Sailor Moon talking about how she drew the people she wanted to be friends with, and at the core of everything in Sailor Moon, that friendship, the bond that those 5 girls had, fighting evil, like, it just doesn't get better. So I absolutely love them as friends, and they need to be on everybody's top friendships list. So that was it. Those were my top 5 anime friendships. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting like so many other friends, and it's so funny because I'm trying to think of this list, and I have my clamp lips list separate, and I'm like, I feel like there's so many other friendships that I loved, and I'll probably think of them after this video's edited and posted. But these were the top 5 that immediately came to mind. And if you guys know me, and the reason I wanted to do these top 5 series is because I love relationships, not just like relationships in general, family relationships, love relationships, friendships, friend relationships. Like, I think obviously as humans, like, that connection that we have is so important. So I love sitting back and thinking about these relationships that I enjoyed watching and that had like a positive impact on me, or just something, you know, that you can take away and relate it to your own life, because hopefully everyone has at least one friend, and there's just some things about friendships that are universal, and I love that. So this is the end of my friendships videos. As always, comment below, what are your favorite friendships? Who are the friends that you stand for? Who are the friends that you want to be either a 3rd, 4th, 5th member, 6th member, or you want to just be one of the characters in the friendship? Let me know. As always, comment that below. But thank you so much for watching this video, and you'll see me on the next one. Peace. 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 Peace.